Why does negativity drain us, and how Buddhism shows us a way out? Have you ever walked into a room feeling uplifted, only to leave feeling exhausted because of someone else's negativity? It's a familiar experience. The invisible weight of another person's bad mood, complaints, or harsh words pulling at your energy. But what if you could protect your peace without saying a single word? What if there was a way to stay calm, grounded, and even compassionate, no matter how stormy the atmosphere around you becomes? Buddhism offers us timeless wisdom to do exactly that. In this video, we'll explore powerful teachings on patience, compassion, and mindful awareness, tools that can transform how you respond to negativity and help you reclaim your inner calm. Stay with me and discover how these simple yet profound practices can shield your peace and change your life and relationships forever. When negative energy affects your mind, have you ever walked into a room feeling calm, lighthearted, and positive, only to feel drained, irritated, or even exhausted just minutes after encountering someone with heavy, negative energy? That's a clear sign you've unknowingly absorbed their negativity. Negative people can show up in many forms: a family member who always complains, a colleague who constantly criticizes, or even a stranger who unloads their frustrations onto you. Regardless of who they are, their energy can easily slip into your emotional space if you're not aware and grounded. Buddhism teaches that our minds are like still water. When calm, they reflect everything clearly. But when disturbed, even by the smallest ripple, everything becomes distorted. Our emotions work in the same way. When stirred by negativity, we no longer see things as they are. We act based on impulses and defensive reactions. The tricky part is, most of the time, we don't even notice we're being affected. A harsh word, a disapproving look, or passive-aggressive behavior can creep in and trigger an emotional shift before we even realize it. If we're not mindful, we respond in kind, matching their negativity with our own, and the cycle continues. But here's the truth. We can't eliminate negativity from the world. It's always going to exist. The solution isn't to run away or try to change others. The key is to stay grounded in our own peace, even when chaos surrounds us. Buddhist mindfulness offers a powerful path to do just that. It teaches us how to remain centered, how to observe rather than absorb, and how to respond without reacting. Seeing through the lens of compassion. Now that we recognize how easily negativity can seep into our lives, the next step is learning where that negativity truly comes from. According to Buddhist wisdom, negativity doesn't arise out of nowhere. It has a root cause, and that cause is suffering. The Buddha taught that every being experiences dukkha, a deep, often subtle sense of dissatisfaction, discomfort, or suffering. It's a universal part of human life. So, when someone lashes out in anger, constantly complains, or spreads bitterness, it's not just about you, it's a reflection of their own internal suffering. Think about it. Have you ever snapped at someone when you were feeling overwhelmed, tired, or hurt? Most of us have. We might not have meant to cause harm, but our pain overflowed onto someone else. In the same way, others may project their inner turmoil onto us, not because we deserve it, but because they don't know how to manage it differently. This shift in perspective is powerful. Instead of taking things personally, we begin to see others through the lens of compassion. That angry person isn't your enemy, they're someone who's struggling even if they don't realize it themselves. Their words are not about your worth, they're expressions of their own unhealed pain. When we understand this, we can respond not with defensiveness, but with calm. We become less reactive and more centered. This is the essence of mindful compassion: to see clearly without judgment, and to hold space without letting ourselves get pulled into the storm. This doesn't mean tolerating abuse or allowing people to mistreat you. Compassion includes protecting your own peace. But it also means not letting someone else's suffering become your burden. In this space of understanding, you reclaim your emotional freedom. Patience as a shield, protecting peace without fighting. Once you understand that negativity often comes from unhealed pain and inner suffering, you no longer see negative people as enemies. But even with this wisdom, staying calm in the face of harsh words or toxic behavior isn't always easy. That's where the Buddhist teaching of patience comes in, not as a passive act of endurance, but as an active, powerful inner strength. In Buddhism, patience is considered one of the greatest virtues. It's not just about gritting your teeth and waiting for things to pass. Real patience means creating space between stimulus and response. It's the ability to pause, breathe, and choose your reaction wisely, especially when someone else is trying to pull you into conflict. Let's say someone insults you or speaks in a harsh tone. Your ego might immediately want to defend itself. You might feel anger rising. But through mindfulness, you can notice that urge without following it. You can take a deep breath, soften your heart, and remind yourself, this person is in pain. Their energy is not mine to carry. There's a famous story about the Buddha. A man once came to him yelling insults, trying to provoke him. But the Buddha simply listened and remained calm. After the man left, his disciples asked why he didn't respond. The Buddha explained, if someone offers you a gift and you don't accept it, to whom does the gift belong? In other words, if you don't take in someone's negativity, it remains with them. This is the true power of patience. It allows you to remain unmoved in the face of storms. Not because you're cold or indifferent, but because you understand. You understand the root of suffering. You understand your own worth. And most importantly, you know that you don't have to participate in every battle you're invited to. Over time, this form of patience becomes your emotional shield. It protects your peace without needing to raise your voice, prove yourself right, or win the argument. You simply stay grounded, like a mountain, while the wind howls around you. In the next part, we'll explore practical ways to cultivate this unshakable patience, starting with the power of conscious breathing and silent presence. The power of silent presence, breathing through negativity. Now that we understand the importance of patience, the next step is to turn that understanding into a daily practice. One of the most powerful tools Buddhism offers is also the simplest, conscious breathing. When you're faced with negativity, whether it's someone criticizing you, complaining constantly, or radiating anger, your body often reacts before your mind does. Your heart rate increases, your chest tightens, and emotions rise. But in that very moment, you have a choice. Instead of reacting, you can pause and take a slow, mindful breath. This is not just a technique. It's a return to your center. With every conscious inhale, you create space. With every exhale, you release tension. It's like stepping back from a storm and watching it from a safe distance. You're not denying what's happening, but you're not getting swept away by it either. Try this the next time you feel triggered. Stop. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Feel the air filling your lungs. Breathe out gently through your mouth. Let the tension drop with the breath. Repeat for a few cycles and say silently to yourself, this energy is not mine to keep. I choose peace. Over time, this simple breathing practice trains your nervous system to respond with calm instead of reactivity. It builds emotional resilience. And even more importantly, it teaches you the art of presence, being fully here, now, without judgment or resistance. In Buddhism, presence is not just about being still. It's about being awake. When you're truly present, you begin to notice things more clearly, the tone in someone's voice, the sadness behind their anger, or your own habitual reactions. This awareness gives you the power to choose a different path. You don't have to speak louder to be strong. You don't have to prove your peace. Just your calm presence is enough. Often, when people sense that they can't rattle you, their own negativity loses momentum. Your silence becomes more powerful than any argument. You become the stillness that others didn't expect but desperately need. In the next part, we'll go deeper into how to set boundaries with compassion, protecting your space without closing your heart. Setting boundaries with compassion, protecting your energy with kindness. Many people misunderstand compassion as letting others walk all over them. But in Buddhism, true compassion includes wisdom, and that means knowing when and how to set boundaries. You can be kind and firm at the same time. In fact, one of the most powerful ways to protect your peace is by creating clear boundaries while keeping your heart open. Let's be honest, not every situation allows us to remain silently calm forever. Sometimes we need to walk away from toxic conversations, decline invitations to unnecessary drama, or reduce time spent with people who constantly drain our energy. But here's the key. We can do this without anger, blame, or resentment. Buddhist teachings remind us that everyone is walking their own path. Some are lost in suffering. Some haven't yet learned how to manage their emotions. When we recognize this, we no longer feel the need to fix others or to let them drag us down. Imagine this. Someone keeps criticizing you or complaining constantly. Instead of reacting, you pause and breathe. You acknowledge their pain silently, and then, without hostility, you gently remove yourself. You might say something simple like, "I hear you and I hope things get better for you, but I need some space right now." You don't need to explain everything. You don't need their approval. You're not trying to punish them. You're simply honoring your own energy. Setting boundaries with compassion means you don't wish anyone harm. You're not being cold. You're being wise. You understand that you can't pour from an empty cup. By protecting your peace, you also protect your ability to be kind and patient in the long run. Sometimes silence is a boundary. Sometimes distance is an act of love for yourself and for the other person. You're allowing space for both of you to grow. And when done with presence and compassion, even the firmest boundaries can leave behind a sense of dignity and respect. In the next part, we'll explore how consistent inner practice through meditation and reflection helps you stay rooted in peace even when life gets loud. Cultivating inner peace through meditation and reflection. To truly guard your peace amidst the noise and negativity of life, regular inner practice is essential. Buddhism emphasizes meditation not as a ritual but as a powerful tool to steady the mind and cultivate lasting calm. Meditation allows you to step away from the constant chatter of your thoughts and emotions. It's a time to observe without judgment, to notice the arising of frustration, anger, or sadness without being swept away by them. Over time, this awareness grows, giving you a clearer view of your inner world and its patterns. Start small, set aside a few minutes daily to sit quietly. Focus on your breath, feeling each inhale and exhale. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back without self-criticism. This simple practice strengthens your ability to stay centered when faced with difficult situations. Reflection also plays a vital role. Take moments to contemplate how you respond to negativity and what triggers you. Ask yourself with kindness, "Why did this affect me? What can I learn?" Such inquiry helps uncover unconscious reactions and opens the door for compassionate transformation. By making meditation and reflection consistent parts of your life, you build a resilient foundation. Your peace becomes less dependent on external circumstances and more rooted in your inner wisdom. When negativity arises around you, instead of reacting impulsively, you respond with calm insight. This inner strength is what Buddhist practitioners call equanimity, a balanced mind that remains steady through joy and suffering alike. It's a state you can cultivate with patience and practice, one breath at a time. In the next part, we will discuss how embodying these teachings transforms not only your own life but also your relationships with others, creating ripples of peace in your wider world. The ripple effect, how your inner peace transforms relationships. When you cultivate deep inner peace through patience, compassion, and meditation, something beautiful happens. It doesn't stay confined within you. Your calm energy begins to influence those around you, creating a ripple effect that can transform your relationships and environment. Imagine being in a room where tensions are high, where complaints and criticism fill the air. Now imagine you enter that room carrying a steady, calm presence. You're not trying to fix anyone or argue back. You're simply grounded, peaceful, and compassionate. Often, this alone can shift the energy in subtle yet powerful ways. People unconsciously respond to your calm. They may soften their tone, pause before reacting, or even begin to reflect on their own feelings. Your silence and steady demeanor can disarm hostility, invite understanding, and open space for connection. This ripple effect isn't magic. It's the natural response to someone who embodies equanimity and kindness. When you no longer feed the cycle of negativity, you break its hold not only on yourself but on others. Over time, your relationships can become more supportive, respectful, and harmonious. Furthermore, practicing compassion helps you see others as fellow travelers on the journey of life, each with their own struggles. This understanding fosters patience, reduces judgment, and deepens empathy. Instead of conflict, you invite dialogue. Instead of blame, you offer understanding. Your inner peace becomes a gift, not just to yourself but to your family, friends, coworkers, and community. It sets an example that others may choose to follow, inspiring more kindness and calm in the world around you. In the next part, we'll explore practical tips to maintain this peaceful presence daily, especially when life's challenges threaten to disturb your calm. Practical tips to maintain your inner peace in daily life. Maintaining inner peace consistently, especially in a busy and often stressful world, requires conscious effort and simple habits you can practice every day. Here are some practical strategies rooted in Buddhist wisdom that can help you protect your calm and balance. 1. Start your day mindfully. Before jumping into tasks, take a few minutes each morning to sit quietly and breathe deeply. Setting this intention early can shape how you handle the day's challenges. 2. Pause and breathe whenever you feel triggered by negativity, whether at work, in traffic, or at home. Stop for a moment. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. This simple action resets your nervous system and gives you space to respond rather than react. 3. Practice loving kindness, metta meditation. Spend time sending goodwill to yourself and others, even those who may cause you distress. This meditation nurtures compassion and softens feelings of anger or frustration. 4. Limit exposure to toxic influences. It's okay to reduce time spent with people or in environments that consistently bring negative energy. Protecting your mental space is not selfish. It's necessary self-care. 5. Reflect daily. Before sleep, reflect on your emotional experiences of the day. Celebrate moments when you remained calm and gently note times when you didn't. This reflection builds awareness and supports growth. 6. Engage in physical activity. Movement like walking, yoga, or gentle stretching helps release tension and keeps your energy flowing freely. 7. Connect with nature. Spending time outdoors can ground you, reminding you of the bigger picture and restoring your sense of peace. By incorporating these small but powerful habits, you create a strong foundation of inner peace that is less shaken by external negativity. Remember, this is a gradual process. Be patient with yourself and keep returning to these practices. Finding meaning and joy through inner peace. When you nurture a calm and steady mind, something profound happens. You start to discover a deeper sense of meaning and joy in life that doesn't depend on external circumstances. Buddhist teachings remind us that true happiness is an inside job rooted in peace rather than possessions or achievements. By embracing patience, compassion, and mindful awareness, you become more present to the simple, beautiful moments that often go unnoticed, like the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the smile of a loved one, or the quiet breath that sustains you. These moments become sources of genuine happiness because you experience them fully and with gratitude. This inner peace also helps you approach life's ups and downs with greater resilience. Challenges no longer feel like insurmountable obstacles but opportunities for growth and learning. When negativity arises, you meet it with curiosity instead of fear or resistance. Living with this grounded perspective shifts your priorities. Instead of chasing fleeting pleasures or external validation, you seek meaningful connections, authentic experiences, and a sense of harmony with yourself and the world. This journey is not about perfection but about gentle transformation. Each time you practice patience or respond with compassion, you are planting seeds of peace that will blossom over time. In the next part, we will explore how these timeless Buddhist teachings can be applied to modern life, helping you create a balanced, joyful existence despite everyday stresses. Closing, embrace your peace, transform your life. Inner peace is not just a distant ideal, it's a powerful reality you can cultivate every single day. By embracing patience, compassion, and mindfulness, you build a resilient calm that no negativity can shake. This isn't about escaping life's challenges, but meeting them with quiet strength and clear awareness. Remember, the journey to peace begins with small steps taken moment by moment. Each breath, each pause, each act of kindness is a brick building your sanctuary of calm. If you found value in these teachings and want to continue exploring the path of mindful living, I warmly invite you to join our community. Subscribe to Living Mindfully and hit the notification bell to receive regular insights, guided meditations, and practical wisdom that will help you live with more peace, clarity, and joy every day. Together, let's create a life where calm and kindness guide our way, no matter what comes our way. Thank you for being here. Stay peaceful, stay mindful, and see you in the next video.